What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's get straight into this. We got an article that we want to go into, basically letting us know that Shiba Inu is suggesting the possibility of a near-term price movement. First, I want to take a look at this article, and then we'll get into a little bit of technical analysis. So Shiba Inu fell more than 30% during last week's dramatic crash as Bitcoin slipped under the 29,000 mark. The token was on the verge of adding a zero in the indices, but escaped as the market bounced back. Several top coins bled in double digits during last week's crash, wiping away all profits generated this year. The market is yet to stabilize, and fears of another dip are looming. So according to the daily chart, Shiba Inu managed to bounce back after testing a support level at the 9 level, which acted as a strong resistance for the asset between July and October 2021. At present time, SHIB was priced at around the 12 level with an immediate resistance placed at 1734, while the asset was consolidating between the aforementioned resistance and support. The relative strength index, or RSI, was hovering just above the oversold region. Hence, the likelihood of a near-time price movement was present, but the asset might struggle to build considerable bullish momentum. Additionally, the 50 moving average and the 100 moving average continue to put selling pressure on the asset as the indicators remained above the price movement, underlying a bearish scenario. So breaking this down, what they mean, RSI still hovered in an oversold range. This is the RSI here. If we take a look, let me zoom in here. If we take a look here, the RSI is just about under that 40 range. Can't see it exactly. We'll take a look on our chart. Actually, we can see it here. It's at the 30. It's about the 33 range here. So it's still hovering as oversold, which signifies that the asset is being overlooked. And pretty soon, smart money will step in and become the next little bump that we see that causes the next little run up, because people are noticing that the price is basically being doubted more than it should be, basically, when something is oversold. So let's take a step back real quick. Let's go take a look at actual SHIB on the chart. So what they were mentioning here, let's just do a little TA. So we can see already our current trend is in the downtrend. For a bigger range, we can come out here. Let me just make this a little longer. And then also for the meantime, we could look at this trend as here. So until we get the price to do something and trade outside of this range, it's not likely that we're gonna start breaking up to these higher levels. So we need to at least step on the outside of this range. So it could happen, this can go all the way to, it's looking like June 2nd to the 3rd before we break out of this range. Now that's, of course, if we don't get some major catalyst. If we get some major news, something big, Shibarium getting the actual release date or something like that, then of course we will break outside of this. But for the meantime, we got support, that major level of support they talked about right here at that 909 range. And they talked about us trading or seeing resistance, major resistance right around this 17. You could say right at here, right around this range where we found this level finding support. Right around here is where we start to see some static. But so we're trading in between this range right here. So we're looking to step on the outside of this trend to break the downtrend, and hold this support line while we're doing it. And then we could potentially start moving back up in this direction to retest that 17 level. But let's take a look at this. If you were to buy, at the range that we're seeing now, let's put the price. Let's see exactly where we are. We're here. So if you were to purchase during this time and we get up to that 17 range, what percentage gain is that? That is a 26% gain on your money. Wait a minute, let's make that accurate. That's actually, okay, that was incorrect. That's a 44% gain from where we are right now, y'all. 44% gain. If we make it from where we are at this 1183 level back to the 17s, around 1712-ish, that's a 40% gain. So that means if you were to put 100 in at this point, once we get here, you would basically make $44 on your money. You put 1,000 in here at this point. Once we get back to here, $440. 10,000 at this point, 4,400. And of course, you shouldn't be risking any amount that you're not comfortable. You know, if you don't have strong conviction in the asset, you should not be investing this type of money. But I'm just letting y'all know that most people are not gonna wait for us to come back and make all-time highs again before they wait for profit. They're gonna trade these ranges that you see here. They're gonna trade the price, buy low, sell high within these ranges, and make money that way until, you know, we start to see a major breakout. And that's where people will wait for those key support levels on, or key resistance levels on the way up. Like, you know, here we see one around 21 range. We see some around 25, around 28, also 39, the 35-ish too, 39, 40 area, 53. Now, you know, those are just looking at major resistance levels in case we have some type of, you know, wild run up. Now, you got to remember, the overall market cap of SHIB right now is down to 6.496 billion. Y'all gotta remember, at one point when we were at our highest, this market cap was sitting around $15 billion. So we need at least double the money to come back into SHIB in order to take us back to those prices that we were seeing recently. So, you know, you could use this as a buying opportunity. Let's take a look at our Bollinger Bands to try to look at a few more indicators to determine, you know, what the price might do. Now, looking at our Bollinger Bands, if we zoom in, we got on the low side around that 816 level. On the high side, we got that 24 level. And then the mid Bollinger Band is right around that 16 level. So remember where that resistance level is at the 17 level, that's a major resistance level for the broader market, the people that just, you know, possibly understand just some technical analysis. But guess what? Day traders and people taking profit, scalpers and all those people, the quick draw people, they will be taking profits around this 16 range before that happens. So I'm going to just let y'all know that, just so y'all can, you know, have the opportunity to do that as well, if that's what you want to do. None of this is financial advice. I just want to let you know what people are likely to do. So we also see that 2403 range where our top Bollinger Band is sitting. So that lets us know we have the possibility of trading back up to that range. If we see, like, with it being oversold, if we see smart money step in and push the price up and we break through this 17 level, 16, 17 level, then we'll go straight to the 24 level and then start to test that area before we start to see some significant selling pressure. And, you know, depending on how strong the information is or the news, we could possibly, you know, break through that level as well. So just wanted to update y'all on that. Volume is decreasing right now, so I'm looking forward to possibly pull back a little bit more. Right now we're at that 11 level. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart. Let's see. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, also I want to show y'all something. I want to show y'all another indicator that I use that helps you know what the price is likely to do at the time. So this is called the parabolic SAR indicator. So what this does, this is So what this does is basically let you know where the momentum is. Basically a momentum indicator. When you see these dots here, you see all these different dots. Sometimes the dots are listed on the top of the candles. Sometimes the dots are listed at the bottom of the candles. When the dots are at the bottom of the candles, it's likely, of course, you want to use this with other indicators, not just this one, but it means that the price that you can typically go long there. Does not mean do it right away, but typically if all your other indicators are lined up, then you could typically go long here. So notice how here